You've come to fight as 3 men. And 3 men you are. What will you do without freedom?
What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the Godly Potential YouTube channel. In this video, we're talking about how to get over a breakup, how to deal with a breakup. Okay? There's 3 things that I want to touch on. Okay? The first thing being that first you must understand that we are part animal and we are part spirit, or we are part biological mechanism, this animal body we wear, and we're also part divine, right? Within all of us is that spark of the divine living throughout this animal body. With that being said, this animal body still has the same, or not the same, similar DNA wiring as a mammal, right? They say we're mammals. Why is that? Because this animal body still needs to shit, eat, sleep, and procreate. The spirit, the soul, the piece of the divine doesn't need any of that. Why am I talking about that? What does that have to do with dealing with a breakup? Well, it has to deal with dealing with a breakup because this body is designed to procreate. So, once this animal body is consistently with a mate, with a partner, the genes are happy, okay? Because the genes go, okay, we're going to be able to live on forever. We're going to be immortal. The genes are happy because they can pass on their genes on to the next offspring. So the moment you two separate, the genes go into a fear mode. They go into a panic because they think that they will no longer be able to pass on them genes forever. They feel like that is the only mate that you could have got, and that person is now gone, okay? So the genes begin to create these sensations within the body that make you want to get back with that person. It'll make you want to think of all the good times, and only the good times. You'll only highlight the good times because that's the genes, that's the body's way, or that's this animal's way of trying to push you towards getting back with them. All right. It also punishes you. You're no longer hungry. You can't think straight. You can't do anything except for think about that person, because that's the genes taking over the system, trying to make you get back with them so they can continue to procreate and pass on the genes. Because, like I said, the genes want to be immortal. All right. That's the first thing. Understand that this biological machine will play tricks on you. That's like one of the biggest tasks here on in this 3D dimension, and on this earth, in this realm, is to overcoming this body, right? These carnal desires, right? But recognize that that's what's going on within the system. The biological process, or the biological machine, is trying to push you towards getting back with that person. And the only thing that can change that is you getting with another mate. Because then all of a sudden the genes calm down. Like, oh, okay, there is someone else that can help me pass all the genes, right? That's on a biological level, which is why they say you can only get over somebody, or women, they say you can only get over somebody by getting under somebody. I guess that's what women say to one another. And men, it's like you just tell a dude that to get over your chick, get with another chick, right? And that's because you're satisfying the genes, right? That's the first thing. The second thing, we're talking about the mindset, all right? So, it is my theory, it is my belief, my notion that whenever you break up with someone and you can't stop thinking about them, it's not really because you're so in love with them, but it's because that person represented something to you. What do I mean by this? Okay, opposites attract, not only on an energy level, as in masculine and feminine, yin and yang, but also if this person extroverted, they might end up with an introverted person. Okay, Now let's say this introverted person was with this extroverted person. Knowingly or unknowingly, they're with them because they want to be more like them. They like that extroverted aspect of them, right? The introverted person is being with them because they really enjoy being around them, because now being around them, all of a sudden they're more extroverted, right? They're starting to rub off. They're starting to do things that the extroverts do, right? They're more outgoing. They're going out to social gatherings and shit like that. Okay? And so opposites attract. And so when they separate, this introvert doesn't necessarily miss this extrovert. They really miss who they became being with them. So if this introverted person simply developed those skills within themselves, aka this introverted person started to be more extroverted, they wouldn't miss him so much, right? Because they evolved through that process of that relationship. Because relationships are all about evolution and evolving, becoming better and better as a person, okay? Or if the opposite happens, right? Let's say these two opposite people are together. Let's say you have this person begin a relationship. This person is fucking hilarious, right? And this person just loves it. They're just so funny. They're telling me they're so funny. All of a sudden they stay in a relationship, but it's not really working, but they don't separate. All of a sudden this funny person to this person is like, you think shit's always a game. You think everything's funny. You don't take anything seriously. That's because this person didn't evolve into the person they wanted to be. But now they resent this person who is just being themselves all along. Okay? So like I said, that's the second thing. Realize that you don't necessarily miss that person. You miss what that person represents. Because deep down inside of you, you know that you could be that person. It's just like if you listen to musicians, if you listen to motivational speakers, if you listen to any type of teachers, a lot of times they're not saying anything new. They're not doing something out of the ordinary. It's just that within you, you understand that you could be in that position. And so you appreciate them, or you enjoy what they do. Same goes here. So evolve in that case. Or look at the person who you separated from, what they represented for you, and create that within yourself. Okay? That's the second thing. Now the third thing to get over it, this is extremely beneficial for me, but if you look at that separation and you look at it on a deep, deep level, not on a surface level, like always separated, and you're not blaming anybody, look at exactly how it makes you feel. 9 times out of 10, if you look at the core of it, the deep down core of it, you feel rejected. You don't feel like you're good enough. Once you figure that out, let's say you don't feel like you measured up, right? You feel inadequate. You feel like nobody else wants you, right? You take that and you look at the opposite side of it. You say, wait, that's not true, because actually this person wanted me. I measured up here. These people want me. I had these type of relationships, these fulfilling relationships. This person still wants me, you know. You go through that, so you discredit that belief that you have. So you pretty much take some power away from it, okay? You say, no, that's actually not true. I am good enough. I do look good. Whatever the fuck you got going on deep down, okay? You do that. And then from that perspective, you look at it as in, listen to my words very clearly. This is what you say to yourself. And you must, grasp this concept. You say to yourself, he or she was not qualified enough to see my value. Try that on. He or she was not qualified enough to see my value. That's going to make a huge difference. And truly sit with that. They weren't qualified enough to see my value. They're not qualified. They don't have the qualifications to see. Right? If Picasso went up to your art painting and said it was amazing, you're going to hold that in high regard because he's qualified, okay? He's qualified. But if someone else seen him, was like, what is that? That's garbage. That's scribble scrabble. But they're not qualified to see the value of it, you won't give a shit. Okay? Now look at that person that you separated with. It's not being qualified enough to see your value. Okay? Now all of that could be tampered with this. If you are a shitty person, if you're the reason for the breakup, if you're cheating and all that shit, then improve yourself. Maybe they were qualified enough to see your value, okay? And then they decide to, you know what, you're not valuable, right? So, those are the three things. Understand that this feeling that you're getting, you want to go and reach out and all this shit, and it's punishing you, you can't eat, sleep, whatever. It's because of this biological machine, right? And you must separate the spirit from this biological machine. Right? You're a divine being. You're a spiritual being having a human experience. You're not this animal body. So the experience, the sensation, its experience is not you. Just like you're not your emotions. You're not your thoughts. You're not any of that shit. Right? When you get anxiety, or your anxiety, no. And same goes for all the emotions. Right? Realize that this the biological machine. Right? Just trying to procreate, pass on the genes, and you can only get over there by getting with another mate. Or it will at least speed up the process, the healing process. Second, realize that that person, something in them is what you actually want. That person represents something for you. You like who you become around this person, right? Third is, take on that saying, this person not qualified enough to see my value. That should help. It will help. If you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. Subscribe for more. If you feel that this video can help others, share it. Share it to all the platforms you can think of. If you got any more video suggestions, be sure to leave in the comments. Until next time, I'm out. Peace.
You've come to fight as 3 men. And 3 men you are. What will you do without freedom?